You know, Yom Kippur is Wednesday. What are you all doing here? This is, you should see what they're serving on Wednesday. So, what a pleasure. Wow, I love coming into the village Chabad and seeing so many people. This is the way it should be. It's wonderful. I'm David Nesenoff. It's a pleasure to always be here for so many simchas, for this family and for this community and really this village Chabad. I just start, I'm emceeing, just in case you want to know what I'm doing here today. So I'm from Boca, so I had a good excuse to get out of there and come to New York. The last plane out. So, but thank God everyone's safe and fine in Boca and all your relatives in Boynton and Delray. I know where they keep them, all the Jews in the back. So anyway, old joke, they always ask, when does life begin? You know, it's a very political question, I don't want to get involved in it, but when does life begin? And all the religious leaders come up, all the political leaders come, everybody says, old Jewish man said, it's very clear, life begins when the children graduate college and the dog dies. So, I mention that. I only mention that because literally we're here today concerning a mikvah, and as far as I'm concerned, that's when life begins, the mikvah. It begins with holiness, beauty, and you're going to see in a little while after this program, we're going to get a chance to go in to see the mikvah. This is not your father's bathtub, as they say on the commercial. This is unbelievable. You're going to remember this, get your cameras out. It's unbelievable. It is just trying to reach the level of holiness, the way it was built and everything, and we'll go into that in a moment. I want you to know, you might remember me, I was here when we inaugurated the building. They had me as MC also, and just as a little secret, the real building began when this was empty land and one hole was dug. And that's the hole for the mikvah that we're going to see completed today. So the inauguration, the building took place, the groundbreaking, the inauguration, and today really is the completion, okay, of this facility and the beginning of the village. When you have a mikvah, things happen. Things happen. There's been mikvahs in Jewish history for thousands and thousands of years. You go throughout Israel, there's mikvahs. Although someone once told me every time there's a little hole in the ground in Israel, someone says, that was once a mikvah. You know, it's not always every hole in the ground is a mikvah, but there are many mikvahs there, and they bring a specialty to our people. And we're going to learn about that later, not from me, but from other people. I also want to mention one little thing about the mikvah, and then we can go on to the program. What I find special about the mikvah is that a mikvah, it's a mitzvah. We know what a mitzvah. Now, it is the paradigm of a mitzvah. A mitzvah isn't when we try to, reach up and touch God. Oh, I want to do a mitzvah so I can touch God. No, a mitzvah is when we do something here. We light Shabbos candles, we put on tefillin, and then God sees, oh, look how beautiful it is, I'm going to come here to you. That's what a mitzvah is. It's to get God to come to us. And the mikvah is the classic, beautiful example of what a mitzvah is. We build this beautiful basin, starts from a hole in the ground, and we put tile and all this beauty, and you'll hear from Natalie Weinstein, you'll see later she helped made it, beautify it and everything else, and did all this, and to the point where it's so gorgeous and wonderful that and I saw all the pictures, and I saw the making of this mikveh, and all the ways, the construction and everything, but the moment those little raindrops fell down and started trickling into the mikveh from God, that's when God participated and said, you prepared a vessel, I'm there, I'm coming, I'm here. So today is the day that we make this relationship with God. We're going to look at the vessel that we created, and we're going to see what God did. God provided the water for this mikveh. It's an amazing relationship. Usually people say, God's invisible, how do I see God? Today we're going to see. We're going to see what we did and what God did. So, without further ado, I must say that I want to recognize the individuals who helped donate to this mikveh. Just want to say their names and thank them. We start off with Stan and Marty Fowler and the Geula Charitable Trust. The initial gift to make the mikveh reality. It's always the first step. When the baby walks, you take a picture of the first, Mazel Tov to Mati, we said baby in the So the first step is always the hardest, right? The Hatchalah, the beginning. And so a big thank you to Mazel Tov there. So also the mikveh builders, Yechiel and Rachel Leah Jaffe, and David and Chaya Roitla. And this mikveh is the 10th mikveh they have helped complete. When things got tough at the end, there's someone at the beginning, there's always someone at the end that also shows up and says, we're going to help there also. So big mazel tov to them. Oh, and look, Rabbi David and Nancy Nesenoff and Rabbi Adam and Hannah Nesenoff. So I have to tell you, to me and to our family, it's like taking from one pocket and putting it into the other. It is just the enjoyment that we're getting. We're selfish by doing this. It is a pleasure. We had the library outside, and we came back. We do this, and we're also very involved in mikvahs. And I'll tell you later, if you get involved with mikvahs, miracles happen in your family and for your friends. It's something we'll talk about later. But get involved in mikvahs, in helping build it and helping going. Also, the America's Global Mikvah Campaign, we thank very much as well. Oh, here's Rabbi Chaim and Rivki Grossbaum. You know, when people come to say, can you help us? They say, put your money where your mouth is. I'm a partner also. They also do. They're not just, they're part of the community. It's not just a rabbi and a congregation. They're part of the village and the congregation. Also, the Golby family, we thank very much also. The Talisman family from London, England. And Larry and Michal Rosen, we thank very much as well. I just wanted to reiterate that there are still opportunities for those who want to be involved in the mikvah and still want to help donate, and you have your name on it and be part of it. Personally, we got involved in it because we wanted to privately help individuals we knew that had trouble having a baby. They needed a little extra help. So when we donate, we say quietly the name of these individuals, and I have miracle after miracle story of these individuals. We've been to the brisses, we've held the babies. What can I tell you? It's beyond my understanding. But there is a great godliness and holiness that comes from the mikvah. You want blessings and brachas in your family on all different levels, not just babies, other things, miracles that happen. You get involved in a mikvah, it is beyond. So there's still opportunities. You should take a look. When you see the mikvah later, you'll see some little empty spaces there. Your name could be there. And talk to the rabbi and rebbitzin about it, and get some more miracles in your life as well. So without further ado, we have a person who we would like to have a personal remarks made. This person is a person who is involved intrinsically in this community, who when I was living here, they were living here, we were davening together, we celebrated together, and just because you sometimes leave the community or leave the geography, it's like me, people are still you're always here, so you can't get away. So, so it's Mrs. Mia Cohen, and she's the COO of Seton Farm. She's also the mother to beautiful children, and I have to especially say, Mazel Tov, there's a bar mitzvah coming up next Shabbos. So we're very happy to have her here just to give some personal remarks on this very special day.